We're back in TDX. I got some beef with John. Like, he probably doesn't even know I exist. But earlier today, he goes in his guys. I have news. I meant next Friday, which I thought he meant like the update. I have no idea, like, what he actually meant. But I thought he meant the update for the new Golden Tower. But no, it's in here now, which is really, really annoying. So I was like, okay, I guess it's coming up next week, whatever. So I got busy, I got distracted. I didn't, and by the time I realized, it was like way too late, and now I'm making the video because I finally got time. So yeah, so because of all that whole confusion, I'm late. So John, yes, John, yeah, you owe me money, owe me Robux for the money I missed out on because of your poor communication. Yeah, all right. Whatever, but we have the mobster, yeah, golden mobster. So basically, I don't really know. So summons golden troops while being able to reload for money, a good combo of support and damage, which is like W. I want to also check what else came in the update. So we got like gifting. We can now like gift towers. Interesting. New easy map. Interesting, I guess. And MG tower buffed. Redeploy is 2 times faster now. Oh, the machine gun. Oh my goodness. Alright, makes sense. And then what else did they change? Oh, they changed like the placement limits later on. Okay, never mind. But basically, let's look. So basically, it starts with 8 damage, reload time 2.5, burst size of 6, nearby towers, death, cashback 10%. Range is 10 and DPS is 9.6. Alright, if we upgrade here, looks like he just gets more like ammo. He does in his burst size, so he's able to do more DPS. Then he ends up doing more damage and he spawns an enforcer, which is 17 DPS. And now he has 18 DPS plus that, which gives him like a good amount of DPS. Full reload cache. Don't know what that means. More burst size, so basically 86 DPS. And up to, I'm just going to show off the DPS, 153 DPS, and then the max is up to 395.6, and then if we upgrade these, it gets to 408.1. Now, if we start all the way down here, 13, wait, no, that wasn't DPS, 9.6, 10.1, 79.2, 100 and a Reaper, interesting, 139.2, and 499.2. And then if we add that, it goes up to 600. I'd guess the bottom path is more for damage and the top one's better for support is what my guess is. All right, what map should I use? I don't know. Actually, because with this event, you start with a ridiculous amount of money at the beginning, why don't we use this to show off the tower? Okay, so we're just going to start with that, and then we're going to use my own loadout. So, all right. So, I don't know where to place him. I guess I'll just place him over here. So this is what he looks like to start off with. So his burst size goes from 6 to 10 and his range increases. We're going to go with the top path first. Then his damage goes from 8 to 13 and he gets the Enforcer, which has 125 health, 17 seconds and deploys every 55 seconds. Do I have to wait 55 seconds or is it going to spawn right away is the real question. There we go. So here we have the Enforcer 1. Looks pretty cool. Nothing too crazy, but I do like how that looks a lot. All right. Then we can upgrade it, and now Enforcer is spawned every 48 seconds. Full reload cache. Don't know what that means. 25. Burst size goes from 10 to 16, and reload time goes from 2.5 to 2.33, and damage goes from 13 to 23. Awesome. So then he gets the Golden Army, which then he gets an Enforcer 2. Full reload cache goes to 75. Over ability overload. I'm gonna slow this like real down. DP. Wait, wrong thing. Range goes from 11 to 12. Burst size 16 to 32. Damage 23 to 41. So let's upgrade him there. Oh wow, these upgrades are getting really expensive in this ability. Damage 123% for 18 seconds. Attacks ignore resistance for... That's actually really good, I feel like. I don't know if I'm crazy for that. And then here are the Enforcer... I guess he spawns 2 of them. So these are the Enforcer 2, which have a lot more health and stuff like that. Let's use this ability. Does he do anything? I guess, like, is that like full reload cash? Like every time he reloads, you get a certain amount of cash. Is that what that's supposed to be? I really have no idea. But let's upgrade one more time. Damage goes from 41 to 73. Reload time goes from 2.33 to 2.53. Burst stats goes from 32 to 44. Range goes from 12 to 16. And you get Enforcer 3, which has 850 health, 208 DPS, and you get 4 every 40 seconds. Enforcer 1 is removed. Right now we're getting 3 every 48 seconds, which is crazy. But I guess the next one's even better because we're getting 4 of the Enforcer 3s. And then full reload cash goes from 75 to 170. I mean, 75 to 175. Yeah. Let's max him out there. And he does look really cool. And then here we have the Enforcer, who seems to have a decent amount of damage. Nothing too crazy. But why don't we check now out the bottom path. And there goes my dog barking. I don't know if you can hear that, but that's really annoying. I'm not wasting this, so if you can hear my dog barking, who cares? All right, range 10 to 13, stealth detection, W. All right, reload time 2.5 to 2.25, full reload cash 0 to 50. Then we get a damage from 8 to 66. What the? Reload time to 2.25 to 2.5. Nearby tower death cashback 3%. Range 13 to 21. Can target air enemies. Oh, that's huge, because there's not very many good air towers. Ability, place 25% bounty. Okay. And full reload cash 50 to 100. His DPS is pretty high now. I realize I never upgraded these two, which that will just, you know, do those couple things. We also never looked at Enforcer 3, which that's Enforcer 2. Here's Enforcer 3s. They don't look that much different, but I would think they do it a pretty good amount of damage right now. Dog's still barking. All right, damage 66 to 116. Nearby tower death cashback to 35. Range goes from 21 to 25. We get Reapers now. 300 HP, 100 DPS, 1 every 62 seconds. An ability, the 40% bounty, and the full reload cash of 225. And then I'm going to get these just to increase his like range. And he also is able to then spawn also Enforcers too, but not a lot of them, just level 1, but that's okay. All right, so here's the Reaper. Definitely a stronger enemy that just shoots a lot slower, but ends up doing a lot of damage. And of course, you got his ability where he places a bounty, selects strongest enemy in the circle. What? Oh, like that. And then that one has a bounty on it, I guess. All right, cool. Damage 121 to 421. Ignore gold and resistance. Didn't know that was a thing. Nearby death cash back 45%. Range 26 to 29. Reaper level 2, which now does 283 DPS with 500 health. Reaper 1 is removed. Ability, place a 50% bounty and full cash reload from 225 to 475. So let's max. Yeah, I broke. All right, you're getting sold for cash, so I can upgrade. Do I even have enough? Yes, I do. And let's max him out. Oh, I love how he looks, honestly. That's such a... I love that a lot. And now he spawns an Enforcer 1, of course, but he spawns a Reaper 2, which seems pretty decent. DPS is 601. Overall, very strong units that I feel like is going to be able to get a decent amount of cash, I would hope. I don't really know. What is that? That's one of the... That's a lot of range for it. And it just does a lot of damage in one shot is what it seems like. So... let's see. That did a decent amount of damage, dang. And that's the Reaper 2 though. Overall, pretty W tower. I think it is really good, and it's 1,000 to place on start, so it's pretty cheap overall. So I think it will be pretty helpful to use a lot and other stuff, especially for probably going to really be really good in like endless, I would guess. So if you guys want to have me do a video where I literally just use it in endless only and be like this versus endless and see how far it goes, hit the like button and subscribe and let me know if you want to see that. There's not really a whole lot more to go over because I'm just going over the unit. I don't really know everything. I'd have to do a whole bunch of testing, but I'm not really good at that type of stuff. Go find another YouTuber. All right, bye guys. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing. Yeah.